tonight as well. Exciting youngsters. And Brighton as well. You look at the Arsenal tonight, Phil, with all the changes in it, and they've still got injured teams. It's all about momentum, and not just momentum in the Premier League. Momentum.
Last season, Arsenal target a place in the last 8 of the Carabao Cup this time around in this competition, but Brighton have the belief these days they are capable. The scale of the task for those in blue and white this evening.
They go, well, their club is run on a brilliant basis.
Home fans certainly on Saturday in the Premier League. Karalampos Kostoulis scored his first goal for the club in that game off the bench to earn a always hope, always expectation at the Emirates Stadium right now, given the form that the Gunners are in. It is Brighton who get the action underway. Arsenal on a roll. One of those who has had to be patient at the start of the season, such as the former Urian Timber. First in
back slot to just give him that little bit of cover and plenty of possession.
Karioglu winning it well, funding Baliba, who will have an early hit down to make the save. Goes Kepa Arrizabalaga. Early involvement for the Arsenal goalkeeper on just his second appearance for the club. Baliba caught hold of that, but Waneri there to pick up the pieces. And slipping it through for Mikel Merino, to have an early rain setter of his own.
Lovely ball from Waneri there, looking forward. First and foremost, there was an easy pass out wide there. He's looking at
a wonderful opportunity for both Harry Mananous and indeed in the starting lineup for Max Dowman today. Came as a real disappointment to them because they'd won their previous 3 trips to Old Trafford, haven't they? They advance again here with Simas, only for the whistle, the £2 million from Nuremberg, and here he is on the ball as it breaks somewhat fortuitously for him. He has support from Rutter to take it on and force the save again from Arrizabalaga. Down to the 9 with his legs, but early encouragement certainly for Brighton.
Should have scored, Phil.
The goalkeeper does get a glove on it, nearly came unable to capitalise this time though. Instead Rutter leads the charge and slips it through for Simas. Another big chance for Brighton, and that one goes wide. Huge early openings for the Albion, and they haven't
advances, made those chances, but unfortunately for them they've missed them.
There's been a frustration maybe of the last season or so under Fabian Hürzeler, and they haven't quite capitalised. Eza helping it on for Mikel Merino. And also Harry Mananous for Arsenal. Does have support from Abera Eza. And still with Eza. Should play every game. Has to find that balance.
Lives up the road from me as well, Phil. Lovely for out.
It's all the way through for the Kuiper here. There's the effort from range again from Diego Gomez, who has the taste for the spectacular in this competition.
And we've seen that 4 times, haven't we? But that's
4 this week. Just to put his exploits into context, the former Inter Miami pawn that's slotted straight into the side at Premier League level. One of those that keeps his place today. He's under pressure again here though, just caught Merino. The senior members of their side now. And they've lost out here. This is Dowman to take it down, and it is Van Hecker in the way. Have added to their armoury. And it goes directly, well, it was flick goal was by Hincapié up from the back. Different cast, of course, for Arsenal. I'm looking to get on the end of the set pieces, but the policy is a predictable one. In various different positions as they drive forward from Baliba, slipping it through where Kostoulis was his target. Arrizabalaga arrived on the scene to take it off his target. Not since 1993. Under pressure here, Karioglu improvising after Rutter had found him. Didn't quite work as intended. Efficient behind the ball. Dowman taking over, finding Ben White. White's delivery.
Back to the man on the balls. Not quite right because you haven't been. You kind of been slung together.
So Rutter to have another go. Arrizabalaga being kept fairly busy in the game's opening quarter.
I think they must say there's might be.
Kept in by Eza. Taking on Karioglu and threatening to go beyond him. Forcing the corner.
Being booed by the Brighton fans.
Rutter is proving a real nuisance, particularly for Lewis Skelly. Has support from Kadioglu. Capio rising again. Mosquera was behind him. Once more, it was a bit more awkward than it might have been.
Yep, and I think Lewis Skelly has got to realise pretty quickly that Rutter is a little...
Well, not just to reach it, but to come away with it. And then picks the pass for Aberi Eza, taking on Kadioglu, and he's thwarted by what followed to his obvious frustration. Flag is up.
And offside on the far side, and that is lazy.
He is their Carabao Cup keeper and has impressed in this competition. Now striding through was Kadioglu. Just as he was attempting to get the shot away, Lewis Skelly intervened, having gone all the way with him.
Good chance again, Phil. He's got to get his shot away quicker there. Confidence to hold on to the ball that second more than others.
Still under press, done well to get away from Diego Gomez. That's Dowman trying to dance his way through. Not quite. Still yet to manage an attempt on target in the game. Dowman tries to get away from De Kuiper. He had Waneri ahead of him. Dowman's gone down after releasing the ball and stayed down.
In that sense,
they've looked the likely, haven't they, so far? Arsenal trying to change that here. Looked fairly blatant, yeah, and it will see the yellow card produced. I don't think he can have too many complaints. There's Lewis Skelly. It's Eza for Arsenal, and it's straight at the wall.
Oh, quality.
Guard. Simas with time to turn, and options ahead of him. This is Rutter. Simas had continued his run. Rutter threaded it through to him. Across quickly was Christian Mosquera.
Yeah, good tracking back. I mean, that's a straight ball for an angled run, and I think he was tracking him all the way, Mosquera. Look,
Marino returns it to him. Might get another go here, Eza. They've worked that well, Marino with the flick. And Harriman Anu's trying to reach it. Just denied by Jason Steele.
Marino's always good at arriving late in that area. Lovely little touch down the line by Eza.
So here's the Brighton corner. Deeper in, swinging delivery. Threatened for a moment like it might swing all the way in, and Van Hecker wasn't far away from getting the touch that would have helped it in.
Should have scored, Phil. He'll be annoyed there. Look, he's at the back post and he's just got twisted around in mid-flight there, but he's under the flight.
But Dowman was in the youth ranks for too long, really. Since has been his rapid rise. Decision goes... Here is Dowman, in the mood to do that, maybe. Support from Ben White. Will dink in the cross.
The first place.
Dowman away this time from De Kuiper. Getting back to him was Costulas, doing his defensive duties impressively.
Yeah, but...
Finding Waneri. He's covered really good ground. Does have options either side, and just as he was about to get the shot. That's Dowman to the byline. Did beautifully. And then goes down. And what's the referee going to give here? Max Dowman causing all sorts of issues for Brighton at the back. It is a penalty kick.
Still outstanding play from the youngster.
Oh, here's Simas has given straight to him, taking on Mosquera, who's able to recover the situation for Arsenal and get a foot in, and then Hincapié himself in positions to profit. Now Rutter taking over, and there is plenty of space here for the shot, which brings another save from Arisa Balaga. Still nothing to separate them yet. Here is Kadioglu. Able to wrap his boot around the ball as required, really.
Good position again, but...
Brighton with plenty back. That's a lovely ball, slipped through for Waneri, and he can't quite make enough of it.
Great ball, but just a little bit too heavy with the pass, so he couldn't really take it in his stride.
Trying to collect it and assess his options here. Waneri has a go, and Steele down sharply.
I didn't get a good angle on that shot there, Waneri. Again, I think Eza was a little bit heavy with the pass.
That's at the weekend, maybe, Carlos Baliba at Manchester United. And it goes towards Eza from... Eza takes Kadioglu out of it. Mikel Merino, lovely here for Lewis Skelly, and in! Ethan Waneri. Arsenal have found a way. After that patient period of probing pressure, They come up with a quality in the build-up, and they come up with a game's opening goal just before the hour. Arsenal 1, Brighton 0. Ethan Nwaneri opens the scoring at the Emirates.
Bit of a Rolls-Royce of a move as well. Great touch from Eza. And then just carried on there from Marino. Lovely little back heel. Cut back from Lewis Skelly.
Again, with Eza. Deflected, loops up and almost looped in. Just past that far post. But this is what Arsenal can do once they get that go-ahead goal.
He's just trying to get it on his favours.
Kadioglu with the cross. Ruter had continued his run. He's still in there scrapping for it. And he's going to be the one penalised in the challenge on Hincap. The keeper was calling for it. Gomez. Baliba. And right behind it was Arrizabalaga. Towards the runner Simas. Ferdi Kadioglu. Flashed in by Ayari and behind off in Capier. He opted against the long throw this time, but it will be left for Minter to get involved straight away in that next.
There's a mix-up.
And Watson is the one who could capitalise here, cutting it back for Ayari. Hincapié with the block. And not quite for Yassine Ayari on the follow-up either.
Again caught a chance. Graham Ricks and Liam Brady. How about that for left-footers?
What a combination.
Both had that lovely drop of the shoulder. Liam Brady was absolutely brilliant.
Scorer trying to turn provider. On it goes. Gabriel only just on it, straight into it in those sort of situations, and it nearly came for Saka as well. Didn't quite have the angle. He partially cleared that one. Eza was tussling for it. Fell on the training ground as they all make their way to try and meet it. Rising the highest there was Marino. Looked like he was set to score, but it's been kept out on the line. Lewis Skelly. And here they come now with Timber. Look at the ground that he has covered. Slips it through towards Harry Mananous. Denied his moment, but Saka will score. And it might just settle it. A second for Arsenal. And the Premier League leaders well on course now for the quarter-finals of the Carabao Cup.
Well, the runaway train continues. The momentum's continued. It was a bit shaky in that first half, but now they go 2 up and surely assured himself of getting into the quarter-finals of this competition. Great driving run from Timber. He was like the runaway train here. Look at the power of the run. And at the end of it, when you run like that, a lovely weighted pass. And obviously the keeper does very well to come out and save from Harry Mananous there, but there's Saka.